Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your 5 betting picks in college hoops for Thursday, the 18th of December. And not the greatest schedule, but I found 5 decent under-the-radar games for you that I think are going to get us done and get us a profit tonight. Don't forget, if you want to get on my top plays, very simple. All you got to use that's 10% off promo code STAR10. What do I've had 3 top play winners. So I had a 7-unit on Monday and Monday Night Football, 7-unit on Wednesday in the NHL. Tuesday, I had a 5-unit in college basketball. So we've kind of been all over the place. Today, it's in the NBA. So first NBA best bet of the week goes tonight. It's either going to be a 6 or 7-unit. I haven't finalized yet. We're waiting on some injuries and these lines to even out a little bit before I go all in on it, but make sure you get in on it. It will be a 6 or 7-unit. I know what the game is going to be. It's just where that line ends up depends if it's 6 or 7. Use that 10% off instead of $30. It's just $27. If you want the week pass at the NBA instead of $99, it's $89. Also, today is the day football passes come out. So if you get on the football pass, it's $99 for a week. Going to have 3 bowl plays at least this week, maybe 4. And we'll have 3 plays in the NFL. So we're going to have a top play in college football, 7-unit, 6-unit play in the NFL. You get all those. So a week past 99 becomes 89 for football as well. Okay, let's get right to it. College hoops. Okay, we got to get right to it. We got college hoops for today. And we started off Coastal Carolina at App State. And this App State team, we've played them a few times recently. App State's favored by 3.5 total, 138. And, App State's been pretty good lately. They beat ECU last time out. We liked them in that game. They were an underdog. They won outright. So now they're favored. So I took a step back because anytime you like as an underdog 4.5, now you got to give points up. But I think there's a reason for that. Coastal Carolina's lost 2 of the 3. Coastal Carolina lost to Grand Canyon last time out by 21. That's a pretty good Grand Canyon team. So kind of give them a little, maybe a little excuse for that. Did beat Winthrop the game before that. Historically, Winthrop's good, but not quite this year. And they beat them by 4. So I do like App State minus the 3.5 here. I do think they win in that 5 to 7 range. It's not going to be a huge play just because it's pretty tight on it. But I do think they get the job done today. Now, second game, American at VCU. VCU's favored by 20, total 152. And an American team that's 7-4, 6-3 against the spread. So they've been pretty good. Of course, they played a pretty tough schedule. So they've been, that's Southern Illinois. We're going to talk about Southern a little bit. They lost by 4. I think that's a pretty good Southern Illinois team, especially on defense. They lost to Rutgers, kept it pretty close in that one. And now they face a VCU team that, they did beat Viagra. They beat Niagara last time out, 58-24, 58-84. So 26 points, but they did not cover. It was a lot closer at half. They did lose New Mexico the game before that. I think this is going to be right at that number, but I'm going to take the 20 with American. VCU has Ryder, St. Bonaventure, and Duquesne on deck, so it's not like they're looking ahead, but I do think American gets it done in this spot, covering the big number. American does have Virginia next time out, so but I do think VCU is a pretty good squad. You got to get up for them. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Next game, Temple at Davidson. Probably of the games we're talking about, this is the one that maybe is the best matchup, I think. Davidson's favored by 5.5, total 154, and Davidson's 8-2 overall versus Temple 6-5. But Temple struggled against the spread, just 2-7 against the spread. So I kind of thought this number was going to be a little larger. I thought maybe they'd be 6 or 7 point underdogs here, and then maybe we could take them. They did lose last year at Temple. No, Temple won 62-61 head-to-head last year. Davidson did cover. The line was 1.5, so they covered by that half a point. I think Davidson gets the revenge in this spot. Now, as far as covering, I do think Temple covers. I just think they lost by 1 to St. Joe's. They lost by 18 to Villanova. I don't know about that Villanova team. I don't know. I just think this Davidson team is just not that good. They lost by 9 to St. Mary's. Give me Temple here plus the number. I think it's right about where it should be, but I think you slightly lean to Temple in this one. Illinois State at Southern Illinois. So Battle of Illinois here, and this game's at 9 o'clock. Southern Illinois is favored by 2, total 151.5. And when you look at Southern Illinois, I remember back in the day when they were making the tournament every year. They're just 6-5 on the year, facing an Illinois State team that's 8-3. And Illinois State's been pretty good against the spread, 6-3 this year. I lean to Illinois State in this matchup. They did lose to Utah State at Utah State last time out. But before that, I mean, they've been pretty good. They beat Coastal Carolina by 52. They beat Charlotte by 10. They beat Long Beach State, which I don't think they're terrible. Lost to USC in one of their 2 losses, but I think USC's pretty daggone good this year. I think they get it done. I know Southern Illinois, they're a feisty bunch. They play pretty good defense at time, but sometimes they can struggle to score on offense. So yeah, the one thing is that Southern Illinois did beat High Point, but I'm going to take Illinois State here. My first instincts are usually right, and I'm going to take Illinois State in a what I think is going to be a pretty close game as the Battle of Illinois here. Then the last game, Pepperdine at Long Beach State. This is what we call the closeout game of the night. Long Beach State's favored by 3.5, total 141.5. And fun fact, if you don't know their mascot, they're the Beaches, right? Like Long Beach State Beaches, which I couldn't believe that was true, but someone told me that. I looked it up, and it looks like it's true. It looks like they've changed it recently. Long Beach State's been very bad this year, 2-9 straight up, but they have been 6-4 against the spread because Long Beach State, as always, plays a very tough schedule outside of league play usually. So when you go test yourself, you're going to find out that sometimes you run into a wall, and they've done that. But they're favored for a reason. Pepperdine is just 4-7, and they've played a little easier schedule. So the line, I think the odds makers are telling you all you need to know in this one. You take Long Beach State minus the 3.5. They're favored for a reason. Long Beach State played a tough schedule, and I think they're ready to roll against Pepperdine here. In-state rivals, give me Long Beach State minus the 3.5. So those are your 5 free picks for today. Don't forget, if you want to get in on all of our plays, make sure you click my playlist right here where you can get all. I cover all the NBA games with IC, cover all the football games, including NFL and bowl games. And, of course, we're covering some NHL as well and a bunch of college basketball along the way. So make sure you get in on that. And if you want in on my top play today is going to be an NBA 7-unit play. Get in on it tonight. Just instead of $30, becomes $27 if you use that code. If you want the week NBA pass, becomes $89. And then don't forget, football plays come out today. Potentially, I'm looking at a play in Thursday bowl action. If not, for sure, we're going to have a Friday bowl action game. So we'll have 3 plays in college football bowl action and 3 in the NFL this week. Top play will be in college football 7 units and a 6-unit play in the NFL included in that week pass. Good luck. See you again tomorrow.